So we talked to the customer and all that good jazz, and got to where we see what we need to do, how we need to go about things, what he's wanting done to make sure it's priority. We'll see how the old 250 holds. Usually fuel tank smacked the ramps. It was kind of in a bind, so I guess when I get done, I'll have to reposition where they're a little bit easier on them. But if you come off too aggressive, you'll break them for sure. So but pretty easy stuff. We should be able to get a lot done for the customer. So we're fixing to go over here and take some pictures, and I'll show you what we need to do. And then it's pretty much like a backyard cleanup. And so we're gonna go ahead. It's pretty much just right here, but there's a property line like right over here, so we're gonna clean up. We're gonna try to be careful on this grass. Looks like it takes good care of it. So we're gonna take some pictures. That way I can post them on my business page, but as well as to make sure we're doing what we need to be doing. So, but let's get to it. All right, let's see where we need to go. Probably come up. There's the line right over there. So come up, shoot down. Shouldn't be too bad. also got this little pile. You can't really see it. We got a pile right here, cleaned up, pulled off the grass. It's still slinging in the grass, but I got to go over here and clean up. Turn a little bit. We got to clean up this little corner right here, and then that'll be the property lines right down and through here. And then we'll start on this upper side. I think he said something about putting a trailer over here, and so he's going to clean all these trees off with a dozer. But this helps thins it out, and then he can bring a dozer in and put a little pad for something. But we're going to go ahead and get these mulched up real quick. I had to get the machine cleaned off a little bit. A bunch of leaves soaked up in the air filter area, and the first hour is going to be the nastiest because you got a bunch of sticks and stuff blowed all over you or laying on top of you, and it's just part of it. So let's get to it. So he's gonna have a dozer come in and slick up the roots and the stumps from where I mulched up, but it makes it a lot easier for a dozer to come in, not make a 3-story tall brush pile and dirt. So it'll be a lot easier for him to push everything over. Should be able to push a pretty good amount today for what he's wanting, because this left side or the right side looking down the property, I think it's like a couple acres, but it's at a kind of like a little dog leg right here where I'm at, so we're trying to get it cleaned up that way he can establish the lines. 450. I gotta get out of the machine. I've been sitting in it for at least 2 hours now. I think the customer's wanting me to push this top side, push it down, clean it up. Kind of show you the property lines right down through here. So I got this cleaned up. Property line runs about right here. So right in there. Got it cleaned up, which, I mean, it looked like this. So there's a tree down there too, which the customer's coming up now, but we'll get some of this cleaned up. And I was just kind of double checking, make sure I got the property line, but I'm pulling all the stuff down to kind of remulch everything. So that way I can go ahead and clean the rest of the chunks up. And I got a tree on this over here. So just double checking everything. Clean up the chunks. The machine's dirty, so I can't see, but we're gonna get this out of the way. All right, so he's going to get me a few drinks because I forgot mine on my other truck, the 450. Because I put them in the 450 and moved the truck. But so he's going to get me a water. We're going to go ahead and hit this little section right here. It's like he's got a trail cut, so it's really thin right here. And then we're going to start pushing that lower side on this side. And then he's going to have a dozer come in and push these bigger ones, you know, all this stuff to where he can put his pad up here. And then he said he may have to have me come back and clean the lower ridge over here. So we're going to keep pushing pretty quick. so I got out. Been holding for about 2 hours, so I had to get out and let it loose. This is what you gotta worry about. Got a bunch of pile of stuff here. Knock this stuff off, which I need to, ouch, wipe the glass. And pull this stuff down, clean it up, which we're going to try to push this little corner right here, all this trash. But that's, I'm gonna come right in here, start pushing this lower side, and go from there. A few more hours left. These vines all over me. Can't even see out of the machine. Ouch. Let's check the back. Gotta check the back. Gotta see.
Lights are flashing, here we go. Feel the rhythm, feel the glow. Hands up high, the night is young. Ooh yeah, let's have some fun. Dancing close under the moon. Hearts are racing, feel the tune. Cheers are loud, the beat is fire. We'll dance all night till the tire. Party time, happy vibes. Kiss me now, no goodbyes. Love the moment, love the sound. Feel the joy, it's all around. Smiles are everywhere you see. Let's get lost in ecstasy. Bright lights, friends in tow. All night long, let it show. In your arms I feel so free. Let's get lost in ecstasy. Bright lights, friends in tow. All night long, let it show. In your arms I feel so free. Nothing else but you and me. One more kiss and we'll be wild. Ooh yeah, just like a child. In your arms I feel so free. Nothing else but you and me. One more kiss and we'll be wild. Ooh yeah, just like a child. Party time, happy vibes. Kiss me now, no goodbyes. Love the moment, love the sound. Feel the joy, it's all around. Ooh, 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 Lights are flashing, here we go.
Had the old dang tree fall right here. Pretty good bit. Still got a good bit to go. Don't look like much, but there's good slope. We'll get this off of me. All right, we're now on down to the last 20 minutes, which it's been back and forth and side to side, just going around the corners and try not to roll down the hill on the machine, but also it's really dusty and I'm not doing much of tripod because one, I can't find my tripod, two, I don't have nice level jobs. So there's always people in the comments crying about and saying that I'm lazy because I'm doing inside the cab. So if you set these machines all day, I don't want to get out because one, that's a lot of work to get in and out and have to spool the head down. Two, you're wasting the customer's time having to sit there for 5-10 minutes trying to get it clean, a clean spot, and all that is you're all over the place. And then every job I've ever seen most mulching YouTubers do, that do YouTube, or the ones that do YouTube that do mulching, have nice, clean, level jobs, and like, for one, they're doing level ground. They're not on hills and going around these massive trees. I don't get lucky like that. But it'd be nice if I had a worker too, so that way I could record as well. So I got freaking sticks stuck. They've been stuck for going on some time now, but I'm having to go around stuff, push trees over. You can't really do a time lapse when you're like 7 different directions trying to clean up. So I'm just taking my time because I'm doing the inside the cab. It's a lot easier for me. GoPros are $500. No, my luck, I'll mulch them up. So I don't see how hard it is to let me do what I gotta do, which I'm gonna do what I gotta do anyway. I don't need nobody else's approval. It's getting freaking annoying. So we'll do some tripod some other time when we got a nice level job. But right now we on slopes, dusty terrain, and very thick material that's not saplings and brush. Okay. So we're now down to the last little bit here. I'm just kind of cleaning up what I got left. Probably got less than 10 minutes, so actually 9 minutes left. So here shortly, I will show you what we got done here quickly. I gotta get up some of this material, or the chunks. It's very stringy vines as well, but they're wadded up in bundles, trees, so it's kind of hard to get a nice clean look, but it's way better than it was. I'm still trying to get a contract or work for the grapple, but Florida's getting another E5 hurricane Wednesday, so today's Monday. So I'm trying to get a contact, but you can't just go out there and willy-nilly and do all that, because people take advantage of you and take money from you and not pay you for your work. So you got to be careful. But we'll get this cleaned up. I want to get this little corner right here. There's a bunch of trees that I mulched that are still stuck in the trees, so I'm trying to get them cleaned up. So we used a pretty good bit of fuel, and then there's the DEF, which I got to fill some DEF up, but the fuel is probably quarter tank. Oh, been sitting there too long. Ooh. See, that tent looks pretty dark. That's what I see, much of nothing. But still a little chunky. Oops. Got a little friend here. These hardwoods, he's gonna have a dozer come in and rip everything else up anyways. So he just said back here you don't have to worry about nothing, which we almost got towards the back side of the property, but he said I can leave it pretty chunky if I wanted to, which I can't see that tent, so I'm gonna scoop this stuff up and mulch this up real quick. But you can see how much we pushed and opened up this whole side down there. Got all this, so I'm gonna throw everything in a pile and mulch it up one more time, and that's about it. And then I'll show you the top side up there. But he's very happy how it turned out. He thought he thought, or he said that he didn't think I'd get this much done, because he's rented one of the skid steer mulchers several years back. So that's pretty good when a customer shows and tells you everything, so about how much you got done. So he's pretty happy about it. So I'm gonna get all this chunky material put in a pile, but the rest of that's been remulched a couple times. Now it's just powder. All right, so we got this and we got all that cleaned up. So we pushed it really far back. Customer is super happy, so is his wife, and he's like, I didn't think he's gonna get that much done, but he said he's gonna have me come back and do the lower side once he get this cleaned up and going. So that's a start. So that's how you do it. I mean, I did an extra 30 minutes back dragging, cleaning it up and stuff like that. So now it's time to roll. So if you could like and subscribe, see you on the next one.